Marie. Okay, y'all. I was trying to do a video on my Live Free channel, and I noticed that when the children are on, they got this YouTube, got this children thing situation that you can't have them on or whatever, or you got to say you're having children in the video, and I don't want to get dinged. So the baby was in here, and she's loving her Auntie Lisa, and she was just really not having it. So now she's out, so now I can talk a little more freely. It's actually raining today in Ghana, or raining today in Accra. I don't know, it was a rain that came through, but I don't know, maybe it stopped. So we're mostly in the house today. Well, right now, I mean, things can change with the weather in a minute, I'm sure. But we're mostly in the house right now. So, and I was this idea of sharing space, my Ghanaian family. First of all, let's go back and say they are sharing their space with me. Just remembering that. And just like, how to share space with a family. Ghanaians are used to it. It's not a big deal to have another person in the house. The only thing that they're concerned about is how are you adjusting? Can you eat this food? Do you like this? Is this okay? I think that that's they are just, it's not that unusual to have your people, somebody come and they didn't know where they were going to stay or they needed help and somebody will help you. Like I could feel that. So how am I adjusting to a house where it was, I'm gonna say 4 rooms, only because that front room in the United States where I had in North Carolina in the townhome was a lounge room that I never ever sat in. And y'all know the blue room, Afrocentric Home Decor and Style channel. As much as I love that blue room, like I never sat in it, never felt like to sit in. I don't know. And I've done a lot, right? And then the living room, which is my favorite room, with my wall, like that's what I'm gonna be painting when I get up in here. I do miss my wall. Let's talk Afrocentric today. I miss my wall. I miss all my walls, but I mean I don't miss the wall. I love that wall. Like that color, I'm gonna find that color so I can do that color here. Or maybe I'll find some other color. But the living room probably was my most used room. So that's 2 rooms, let's just say. Then we go upstairs, the bedroom. I only slept in the bedroom. And yes, I love the bedroom. Like, I started thinking about my stuff today. Like, it came real. I was thinking about my stuff and thinking about, like, my stuff is so pretty. Like, I don't think I'm willing to give up my stuff. Like, I want my stuff. So I really thought about, like, I'm definitely going to put it in storage, y'all, because, life changes and things happen, and I'm going to still want my stuff. So I've decided that I'm selling nothing, that all my stuff, because I downsized a lot already. Like I want to keep my stuff. I want my stuff to go in storage. That's very important to me right now. Like, why am I thinking about my damn stuff today? But today it just came to me. I was like, stuff, and more stuff. So I'm definitely thinking about my stuff and how much I'm going to keep my stuff because I love my stuff. Like I said, you never know. I mean, I want to give Ghana a good solid year so I know for sure where I want to be. I already know, but there's a part of me that's like, hey, still keep your stuff. And there are people I'm going to look on YouTube that actually have shipped some of their stuff here. Now, in all honesty, okay, let's see. Well, yes, if I got that 2 bedroom apartment that I wanted, would that be able, would it still be too much stuff for the 2 bedroom here? Yes, because I mean, literally it's 2 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom, right? So there's no dining room like the other house in the States has, and there's no a second bathroom. So it's kind of smaller. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in the old house, so I don't think all of that would even fit in the new space. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to come to terms with some are gonna have to go. And yeah, I think that's gonna be my life. Like, I'm gonna be in places. I mean, even here, because I don't know. I don't know if I'll stay in Accra. Like I might really go more in the country. Like I'm open to it, but right now I feel like with my life, what I want to do with me, y'all, I love designing too. Like I realized that dress I had on, if you saw my Facebook, I had on this beautiful dress with the giddy. I mean, I designed that. I mean, I knew a dress like it. So got the material. I told God that's what I wanted in the pockets, and she told the seamstress. We were there together. I said I want this dress, but I got another design. I got another design that I just thought of today. It's going to be a pantsuit, and I'm actually going to design it. It's going to be like this. It's going to be this kente cloth, because it's Afrocentric home decor. It's going to be this kente cloth. It's going to be more of a halter top, but it's going to have the ruffles in the front. Oh, yes, I just got it. And then it's going to be a pantsuit because I like that zip in the back, and then the pants are going to be wide leg. not as wide as goddess legs, but just almost straight and going into a bell, but just fly. And yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna have a zipper. It's gonna yes, yes, eh. So yes, I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm never gonna do that. See, I get excited. I start talking about home and then I get excited. But I was thinking about today, about this idea of sharing space where we got brother man in the bathroom, we got mommy out there with the two children, we got the kids that come in and out from the other relatives, and I'm here with my computer, trying to do my videos, and the baby's getting in, and you would think like, oh my God, like come on, you gotta miss all that time alone, you gotta miss all that time alone, but you don't, I don't, and the main reason why I don't is because I don't know if I was as productive. I don't know if like y'all, I wrote another beautiful poem today. Like I wrote a poem and I didn't finish it because the baby got up and started typing on on the stuff I wrote, but I wrote a poem today. Like, and it is like, I haven't wrote a poem in 10 years, like a real live, and I got something to talk about. It's like, as an artist, I think artists need inspiration. So if you live in the same place the same way, maybe you can get inspired by your everyday things. But for me, I needed to travel and go places. But I'm most inspired here. All other countries I went to, I wasn't as inspired to write or something about being here. Like y'all, it's not always easy. And yes, are you gonna get homesick? Because let's stop BSing with all the blogs. Be like, oh, my life is so amazing in Ghana and I'm always so peaceful. And all that is true. Now the peacefulness, yeah, all that. But yeah, you're gonna get homesick. You're an American, or maybe you're not, but you're a diasporan, and maybe you're not. And of course, yeah, you're gonna something about your space or your time or the language or the. Actually, you know what's interesting? Let me say this. This is something that I noticed, and I don't miss the language of English. First of all, they speak English here, so that's number one. So you don't have to miss English because they speak it here. And then and I hear them when they relate to each other. So they say, when they get up in the morning, they say good morning. I say mache. They love it because they don't actually say mache. They don't always use their tree when they talk to each other. I say midasi. They say thank you. I mean, isn't this deep anyway? Like, let's just go there. I noticed that mache, maha, macho, they laugh a little when I say it because they are a little surprised that somebody's coming out of the house that's actually speaking the tree. So I said something that I noticed because remember Ghana, they speak English as well, right? I don't know if it's their official language. I don't know, but I know it's the colonizer language. It's like ours. So for those that are worried about language, then come here. But they do all speak their native languages and a few others as well. But I don't hear that. I hear good morning. Now I'm telling you, I'm the only one with mache. Mache, macho, mamaha, macho, midasi. This is us. And I say it every chance I get. So, it's interesting about the language is I make them talk the language to me. Like the children are amazing to learn the language from because the little boy, like he's teaching me the language all the time. Like he says, okay, okay. And he always goes, da da ba da 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 ba da ba da. He said, what did I say? And I just have to guess and figure it out. Like we play this little game. Speaking of the children, y'all, I'm about to write a play for the kids. I know I'm writing plays. This is crazy. The children and we did a pretend play, and it was ad lib, and everybody won. The boy was the chief, and the girl was the princess, and I was the queen, and then the other guy was the servant. That's what they called him. That's the servant. He served, and the little boy, he was a servant. It was a great play. What I want to do is I want to do a play that actually teaches them discipline in a sense and self-control in a lot of ways. Because the boy, the biggest boy, he's wild. He's all boy, y'all. He's soul boy. He's freaking wild. So he's a boy though. It's wild. It's normal wild. It's normal. Like I just want you to know. It's just I don't deal with boys. I deal with girls. So now I'm with boys. Little one's a little wild too, but it's okay. So the other one is a little like he's very strong, but instead of like squashing that strength, and most of them can't anyway, what I do is I say, they love the plays, they love the acting. So he wants to be the chief. So I'm showing him what chief do. Chief don't hit their sisters. Chief don't yell and scream at people when they get mad. Chief don't sit there and have a hissy fit. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe chiefs do. I don't really know, but I don't believe that that's the qualities. A chief should be sound mind and body, right? So I'm gonna write a play. I'm going in the play. He's gonna change because he's gonna have to play that role over and over again. So I'm writing up the alliance, who got what. I gotta get the storyline. So most of the time we're dealing with Africa. The plays are based on, or like the stuff is based on morals. It's based on the moral of the story is right. Proverbs and lessons. So I'm gonna create a play because it's gonna be dope. And it's yes, it's this wonder. Pretty freaking amazing. Like I'm sitting here going, am I really sitting here about to do a play? Like, is this going to be a play by play? Yes, it's a play, and I'm excited about the play. So, just want to say that you got to have a play. So yeah, but yes, I think that's what it is. I'm so creative because I have all these elements in place that bring out my creativity. Sitting in the same room, the same place, in the same life wasn't as creative as I thought I could be. And in a sense, like before I was all dressed up and nowhere to go. Now I'm all dressed up, and even if I walk down the street, it's still beautiful because people walk down the street with their beautiful dresses. So yeah, but yeah, of course, yeah, you're gonna get like that little feeling of like homesickness. Like I don't know if homesickness is the right word, but that little familiarity, only for a second. I think Ghana's a lot easier, like I said, because the language, you can talk to people, they can talk to you. They learn from the British, their English, so some words might be a little different, but not too many. And you can just the children. I realized I used to work with children. I mean, I used to do it for a living, actually. She can see water. I used to do it for a living, to be honest. Like, we used to create plays and all kinds of stuff. So I was laughing because I was telling the oldest brother, Quasi, I was like, hey, you know what? I said, I'm about to do a play with the kids and it's going to be dope. I'm going to do this play. I'm going to write all these lines for them. And he was laughing and he was like, I was like, okay, you laughing, but all the children in the neighborhood are going to be like, Auntie Lisa, can you do a play with us? And all the mothers gonna want their children to be in my plays because once we get to play, let me just tell you about this play because I'm so excited about it. The sister Joyce is the seamstress, so she's gonna make the costume because the chief needs some nice, kente cloth, and we're gonna make a little princess dress for the girl. And I'm a queen, so I'll just wear something I already have, unless I'll design something and we're gonna have it, and then we're gonna do it in the compound, and all the kids in the neighborhood can watch, and it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna put it on video, and then all the children are gonna want to be in the play. They're gonna want me to write plays for them. Now, I'll tell you this. So Quasi was like, you know what? I was like, Quasi, you laughing, but this play gonna be dope. And he's like, no, actually, I'm not. I could see you having a school, because and like a school theater for the kids. Like that would be so. I mean, that's like one thing, but it would be fun. So I'm writing plays for kids, poetry again, a book basically. I'm writing a book. You can see it's coming out to be a book. And what? So yes, you may miss home or aspects of it. Familiarity. Absolutely normal. If you don't, it's gonna be a little weird. You just came from another place your whole life. And not only did you come from another place that you were there your whole life, but you're also now contemplating being in another place that you really want to be. So I'm loving life. I'm loving life. I'm loving life. Like when I just sit, and it's a lot of it's like you don't have time to think too much about where you were. It's just you're so in the moment and you're so happy to be where you are. But I think that you should do that anywhere. Like I think that mastering that piece of where you are, because wherever you go, there you are. So if you're sitting in a place that you really don't want to be in, and you keep talking about how you really don't want to be there, it's gonna feel like you're gonna be there longer. I think y'all know what I'm saying. It's like you gotta love where you are, don't you? And if you want to get somewhere else, if you don't love where you are, it's okay, but don't talk about it all the time. But, you know, see what each place brings out in you. Allow each place to bring something out of you that's amazing. That's how I would put it. And waste, like when you travel and you might be feeling like, I don't know, every day it's going to be different. But what are you doing while you're here? Like what came out of you? For me, like I think what's coming out for me is the Lisa Marie, the creating. Listen, y'all, before I even left for the States, Spirit kept telling me in my meditations, like, you're going to go back into your art. You need to start doing your art again. Like there's certain times in your development, or like I'm just saying your horoscope, that will you'll be more of your moon sign instead of your sun sign, or that you will return back to something you used to do again because it's just that time. And I kept hearing like drumming, dancing, percussionists, like theater. That's next. Well, Ghana has brought that out. Like I said, when I was hanging out with the folks at the art center, basically the artists at the art center, and they were talking about the appreciation that sometimes people abroad have of their artistry. There was just this instant connection of understanding that, oh my God, we're all artists, and that goes beyond, language and the whole bit. When I was at the art center, playing the drums, and that rhythm came to me in ways that people kept asking me, oh, okay, so you've drummed before, like you've done this. Like hand drumming? No, not really. I've never really done it. And yes, I was learning the trap set and the whole thing, but you're right, we got rhythm, we got rhythm. And they was like kind of amazed because I don't know what they think about Black Americans, but some of us got some culture. And also too, we were dancing to some high life music, me and the children and the housekeeper, and yeah, the sister's helper, housekeeper assistant, young lady, Susie. She was like, oh, look at you, the dances for high life. I was like, oh, is this the dance for high life? Like, no, I just know that's rhythm and you should move that way. So you have a lot of it in you. Like, you already got this. Don't look for perfection in a sense, and then at the same time, look for perfection, because what you're gonna find perfect is different than what you were striving for, searching for, longing for that perfection when you were in the States. It's different than the longing of perfection that you're going to feel. No, there's no longing anymore. Life is perfect. And that's a perspective. But I think the only way you could go to another place and see the perspective of perfection of where you already are is because you must have did some amount of work and started seeing the perfection of where you are right now, where you are now. When I was in the US, there was a lot of letting go. There was a lot of understanding that I cannot complain. I have to stay high vibe. I have to see the good. So that no matter where I decide to go, that same vibratory frequency goes with me. That's what I discovered. I feel loved. I feel good. I feel great. But like I said, at the same time, right? Yeah, of course you're going to be like, oh, okay. You know, I think this virus, so-called virus, this whatever that's going on right now, I think that folks are I think that folks are all kind of what we're gonna do, where we're gonna go, how it's gonna be. And I think nobody likes it, right? I think it's probably one of the most, for a lot of people, it's a very uncomfortable time, right? It's uncomfortable. You want life to be, you want to go out, do things. Even me to travel, Ghana that first week was like, yes. But I think, the universe was like, but then you wouldn't be writing stories and books and plays and poetry. You wouldn't have had this experience with the family because you probably would have been more, you would have got your own place and it would have been still different. And so I'm just saying, and just getting more back into who I am as a woman in Ghana, like, because that's way different than who I was a woman in North Carolina, which was different than a woman in Brooklyn, was different than a woman in Vegas, was different than a woman in California. I laugh. I was like telling people, they was like, so where are you from originally? I was like, in the States, of course, but New York. And then I lived in Cali. And first I lived in Vegas, then I lived in Cali, and then I lived in New York, and now I live in North Carolina. It's kind of funny when I say, like, people might be like, did she sit still? I never thought in my life that I would be a person who was not going to always be in Brooklyn. Like, no, you could have never told me that I would one day be living, first of all, now staying in Ghana, but even before Ghana, like, you could have never told me. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I just say that, it's good. It's real good. So I know it's early. Hey, hello, are you living in Ghana? I am living in Ghana now. So a lot of different, let me go back for those that are tuning in and maybe have not tuned in a while. I came to Ghana on the 9th of March. So today is the 1st of April. So I'm almost here a month. In my 8 days, I'll be here for a month. have been here for a month. It feels shorter and long. It feels longer. It feels like I've been here for almost a longer time than that. Because of the coronavirus, borders started shutting where people couldn't travel out and people couldn't travel in. So in a sense, one might say we got stuck. Now, me and my sister friend, we didn't feel stuck. We knew that we were not going back. As a matter of fact, when everybody was hurrying and trying to get out because they knew borders were going to get closed, we actually went to the airline, and my sister couldn't leave on her dates anyway because there were no planes flying out on the airline we were scheduled to leave out on. And me, I already knew I wanted to stay longer, so I extended my stay to May 1st anyway. Like I wanted to do another whole month of April. Here we go, new month. So my plane is not scheduled to leave May 1st, but who knows if planes are going to be. So after a while, once they grounded the planes and Ghana wasn't letting nobody in and Ghana wasn't letting nobody out, I wouldn't have left if they were offering me to leave. Like I wouldn't have left. I knew then that I was staying a lot longer. So, and so then we made the decision to stay. Like my sister got an apartment. I'm offering, there's an apartment right next door. They're brand new. It's a new build, new construction. It's 12 units. It's a compound. Actually, there's the chief palace is across the street. And it seems like a great neighborhood. But it's small. It's a studio. It's only $100 a month. It's empty. So that means empty in Ghana means apartment means you have to buy the stove. You do have the toilet, all that, but you have to buy the stove, and you have to buy lights, fixtures like a fan. You got to buy, of course, your own bed and your furniture, but the stove, that's always a big thing. You got to buy your own stove. So, and your refrigerator. You got to buy your own refrigerator too when it's unfurnished, and it's a studio. To me, I thought about it, and I thought about it well. I was like, first of all, it's only one window up in there, and I would just go crazy because I need light. And although a lot of Ghanaians go outside, now during this time, you're not going to be able to go outside. We'd be locked down. We locked down right now. And you go outside, but you can't travel. You can't get in an Uber. You can't do any of that right now. So, I mean, for me, when I walk into a place, Afrocentric home decor, right? When I walk into a place, I know instantly if it's a place that I really want to be in, or I'm just trying to settle. And I felt like I was totally settling. Different than this other first place that I looked at was the two-bedroom in that neighborhood that I don't know that neighborhood name, but I'm going to ask that neighborhood name. That one, y'all, that one right there, like I was just in love. I mean, yes, the front room is a little dark, but it's a wonderful living room. And then it's the two bedrooms. They were big. The two bedrooms were nice, decent size, like decent sized bedrooms. Bathroom was cool. Kitchen was cool. Everything was in it. Now, if you have everything taken out, it's even cheaper. So that one was a little more expensive. That was like, it's expensive for Ghana, but the neighborhood is not. It was like $435 a month. But it's two bedrooms, remember, and it's in the dopest neighborhood, like the restaurants, it's trendy, it's so dope. Got my Pan-African TV, I could walk to it, Ubers galore, payroll. I'm just saying, for a girl that might want to payroll, hey, I'm American, okay? Sometimes I want to pay road. I'm not saying that it's a necessity. It's a necessity, but when you have it, it's like, oh, I was feeling it. I was like, what is it? I know I like this neighborhood. This is something. And I was like, oh, the road is paid. Like, I don't know, it was something, y'all. Call me bougie, but the paid road was a real winner for me. I was into that for sure. And dope restaurants, personally speaking, I'm gonna be that American that come to Ghana and I'm gonna eat out every once in a while. Went to two dope restaurants in the neighborhood. I just felt it right away. It's in the neighborhood of the Pan-African TV. And the Pan-African TV, when I went there, and they had the garden, and it was just like, Uber was all cheap because you just all in the neighborhood. But it has the old and the new. It still has the stores that look like the places like I'm in now, but then it had the See, I should be just. Do you? how excited do I get when I talk about living in that neighborhood? So anyway, it was 435, but I think I can take them down to 100. I think we can take them down to 335 a month, furnished. I would take it. I would take it because I'm paying 1,100 right now in the States, and I'm only gonna be paying, even if I pay 400, let's say we do 400. Okay, did I just save $600? Six, seven, eight, nine, 10, $700, seven, eight, nine, 10. It's an incredible amount of money saving. The car, I don't need my car. I sell that bad boy. And then what? And then I go Uber because Uber is so dang cheap. Oh my God. So yeah, and I'm closer to the art center. It's like essential, y'all. It's central. It's so central. I really want it. And that's what I get excited about. So I could get it cheaper if I could take all the stuff out, which kind of is nice because you get to buy your own furniture. You can buy furniture. You can have furniture made. Honey, you got most of the furniture is made. Most of the beds, look, the beds are made. All the beds have this beautiful frame, whether they're bigger or smaller. So that's already a nice bed. So the bed made, mattress is always comfortable. I've never had an uncomfortable mattress here. You can buy your own ceiling fans. You, I would take the furniture out. Like I would take my time furnishing it because there's some dope stuff. Like I said, you can get Indinkwa symbols engraved. There's artists here like, y'all, like this could be the greatest Afrocentric home decor in Ghana style ever. And I can put my pictures of this. A lot of artwork here that's very inexpensive as opposed to if you had to, buy it in the States, then it would be so much more, right? Yeah, I just got excited, didn't I? So I'm saving up the money because I'm gonna go back to him because I hear the apartment is still available, and I think during this time, the landlords are gonna be more negotiable because a lot of people are staying put. So then it's not like the tourists are renting those apartments because the tourists are not really here. There's nobody here. So this is a great time to negotiate an apartment. I think I'm gonna get that for cheaper. I might come out with $200 a month. What? Now, as I said, the catch, and there is a catch. It's not really a catch. The catch is that was a 1 year. You got to pay all the money up front for a year. Now we get it down. Now, if you take that 1 year, added up to like a 2 months rent. 2 months rent for a whole year. 2 months state rent for a whole, yeah, come on now. See, I'll be living my most fabulous life. My most fabulous life. If I really want that. I just love how when I talk about that place, how excited I get. That other place it would be right next door to Goddess. And I just think, we kind of grown. I still think that's a little too close for comfort. I think me and her do better if we just meet for lunch, you know what I'm saying, and meet here and meet there. I don't know. Before I was like, okay, that's close to family, like I should stay, I should like meet. And then I was just like, you know what, that place don't do it. Like I go in and it's feels like a box. Okay, this is another thing why I wanted to say this because this came back to me. Another thing is, why get a studio? Like I don't need a studio. Like I wouldn't get a studio in the States. Why would you go to Ghana and get a studio when you could actually upgrade? Because the price, it doesn't make sense. Like to me, why get a studio? Because you're paying $100 a month, you're paying $104 a month. Okay, but I'm paying $1,100. So even if I went up and saved seven is tremendous to still have what I want. It doesn't make sense to me to go like hard, like go lower in Ghana. Why would you do that coming from the States? Especially if you're getting stateside money, why wouldn't you just go to the level you want to go? You know what I'm saying? And get somebody to wash your clothes for you? Please. Like it would be on like hot butter popcorn. So I realized that that's not necessary. The other thing too, the other one is an investment because if I get the other apartment with the 2 bedrooms, then guess what, my Ghanaian travelers, because you're coming to Ghana, Lisa Marie, I won't do an Airbnb, I'll do an informal one where you come and say, how much are you going to charge for that room? Because you'll know it's going to be dope, because you're going to see it being developed. You know I like 2 rooms, family, friends, but more importantly, y'all coming in, it's income. You pay these hotels, they're going to be expensive. And they ain't going to be in that neighborhood, and that neighborhood is what you want. I'm telling you, diasporans, I'm telling you. If you want to do Accra, this city, you want to stay there. I'm just trying to tell you, you're going to love it. You're going to want to be there, and we're going to be happy together. And you'll get to meet me. I get to hang out. We get with Ghanaian. We got the Nigerians. It's just, eh. Just like, what am I thinking here? Well, there's nothing else to think about. Okay. Did you see how excited I got? Catching you live. Hey, Elena, love life. Yes, yes. So, yeah. So I think my decision is made. That is the neighborhood I want to live in, and that is the neighborhood I will live in. Okay. So 2 weeks shut down, and we ain't got to 2 days. I think 2 days. I still got about 13, 14, a lot more days. And who knows after the 2 weeks if they gonna open it. But that's the thing. So the reason why God didn't move in, she gave her money on Saturday and Sunday. She was able to move in, but she couldn't because the place has no furniture. So therefore, the place has no furniture, and she needs a bed at least to sleep there. And you do need your little ceiling lamp because that's going to provide the light. And they don't let out right now. They're not letting you out shopping for some non-essentials. And they come, honey, a bed and a lamp is right now. That's non-essential. So she's here too, but she paid her money. I didn't. Like I almost had it, but I couldn't quite get out the bank because my card was acting weird. And I think that was divine because had I given the people my money, once you give it to them, you can't get it back. And I didn't even want that place. And I thought I was being too choosy. And then Spirit kept saying, just wait. And then the damn shutdown came, which is great because now everybody kind of put on hold, which gives me a chance to make sure I have all the money and also gives me a chance to think about it. And I, without a doubt, I mean, yes, is it, I was only doing it because I was thinking, oh, I need a sister friend. But we already, when I was in the hotel and she was over here, we was already meeting, taking an Uber and meeting for lunch or whatever. That was, no, I mean, I'm grown, she grown. We don't need to be, joined at the dang hip. So I will always have family. This is my family. Like I'm gonna come back into town. I'm gonna take the Uber down back to see them. Like I got it. But at some point, and plus the family loved that place for us. They thought it was great for the diaspora and like it was great. Like they felt it, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. So I feel very thankful and I feel very grateful and I feel so excited. And I'm gonna tell them, yeah, just take everything out. Because the furniture, the living furniture, no, no, no. That living room, and I think it was like a blue green, like when you come into the Ghana house, the light are very bright colors. There's no thing. And they'll have people inexpensively paint the space for you. Like I can have each wall different color. Like that front room would have to be bright, like that yellow, the whole room because it's dark in there. But the other rooms have a lot of lights. I'm gonna do each room a different color. I'm gonna have beds in gray. I'm gonna have Ginami. I'm gonna have Sankofa, kente cloth on the wall. Oh my God. Okay. I need to decorate, don't I? I need to decorate. And of course, yeah, then I'm gonna do the programs with the kids and I just got a lot of ideas. But first, my place. But being here, like I said, it's just temporary. So have fun, enjoy, because I'll be moving soon. And then that'll be another adventure. Yeah, I'm having fun. Hey, Frank. Good morning, Lisa. Hopefully you're finding yes. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it here. I love the love. I feel so complete. I feel like Ghanaians talk about this a lot. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of Ghana vlogs. Even Ghanaians who have lived abroad, diasporans. One was in Australia, some from the UK. Different places, even in the U.S. And a lot of them are coming back to Ghana as well. And so I always, I love the comment section because you Ghanaians will comment on people that's, talking about being in Ghana. And one thing that, Ghanaians talk about a lot is the family, even the ones, especially the ones that were abroad and was, really been in Europe or the UK or different parts of the world for a long time, even the States. They love the part of coming home is they can go see their family and be around their family and join the family. And I love that too. I can't remember the last time was when I moved to California in the 90s. And there was a community, like I said, we did it. We created our own African community. It was called Paraucha, but it was it was a martial art school, but it became this community and we were all together. And that was the first time that I experienced sisters being around the house and us cooking together when babies were born, which we had our babies at home, most of us. I didn't know how to take it then because I was still in this mindset of like, okay, I gotta have my own space, although I did love it, but I didn't know how to appreciate it. But now I appreciate it a lot. Like I love that. I know some people go crazy that you're never really alone, but yet everybody's out of the bedroom because they know I'm on doing the live stream. So they give you your respect and your privacy, but you can go out right out the door. There's kids, the children laughing and playing, and those sounds and the community. Like I said, I step out the door and then everybody's outside. I mean, social distancing is a little. I'm gonna say that's gonna be difficult in Ghana, especially in the smaller communities. I just like to say village because that's what it feels like to me. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think I was talking too more about because, like I said, I don't wrote poetry. I'm writing. I'm starting my little book. We're going to write this play for the children. Like we're about to do this plays. We're going to perform it in the compound. It's going to be so cute. I love it. But I know again it'll shift again because right now this is just our little being in the house because of the shutdown, the lockdown. And I know that, I already know that the next step is I'm at my own place because that's the plan. I mean, yeah, so, but I'm enjoying it. I wonder if as a traveler, I don't know, but maybe you think differently. Like I've had to be in some places, y'all, like I've lived some of those Airbnbs, the one in Colombia, some of the ones in Trinidad before I found that really nice one in Trinidad. I mean, I was in, it was simple living. It was simple living. So I think I've been trained, so I'm more probably okay, but no running water, taking a bath with the bucket like that one. Like, I don't know, I be fresh every day. Come on, y'all. Don't I look like I took a sea salt bath? Don't I look like I took a sea salt bath? But yet I did not. It is the sun and the beauty and the love. Like I think it was raining, but it stopped. I'm gonna go for a walk and because I like to sweat. And I love it. I mean, like I said, I'm wearing gowns every day, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what could you say? What could you say? So it's good. Beautiful people, very loving, very kind. Only thing you can say is thank you. Always concerned about can you eat this? Do you want that? And what can you eat? What can we do? And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But like I said, the next chapter is my own space. So let's see, how that works as well. But I think that, if I have my own space but I don't have a community, then that won't be that much fun. So I am going to create a community where I am because, like I said, I'm connected to the Pan African television, and there's a lot of people there, and they are, I'm sure we're going to be doing lunch and doing things, but I want to be a part of that as well. So I feel very creative, and I feel like a person who, like my life is. I have a grown daughter who lives in California, and I am actually able, I'm not married, like I'm able to move around and live a little differently than I would. And I'm handling it. I think, okay, sorry for the buffering, but that's what happens. Yes. Hey, sugar, how you doing? So yeah, everything is good. You are going your thing, eating good, great sun. Yes, doing my thing. Yes, it's really it's lovely. But I don't like I said, I will say I don't know if it's for everyone. I think a lot of us are used to the comfort of home. And I don't know if everybody could, be like, oh my God, I'm not in the States. I don't have my comforts. I don't have the stuff I'm used to. Oh my God, like I could see somebody going, like, girl, please, like, honey, give me the States anytime. So it's all depends, but I'm good. So I just wanted to just take a few minutes, which I took more. I took 38 minutes and 46 seconds of y'all's time, and I want to say thank you so much. So I'm gonna go out there to the family, and I'm gonna eat light today because I feel like I had that fufu and that fish today, and I feel like that it wasn't fish; it was in the fish, but they make everything with fish apparently, but they take it out, but for a vegan it's still there, and I feel like my throat gets a little scratchy when I do that. So I'm just gonna be eating fruit today. I'm gonna be eating lots of vegetables, and I'm just gonna eat well. Like I'm gonna eat well, and I'm gonna get some pineapple right now. See what my sister doing, and I'll talk to y'all a little later. Love you. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Oh, and okay, I'll come on Live Free TV a little bit later. Peace and blessings.